Hey guys, how you doing? This is Tam here. Thank you for joining us on this hangout. Well, obviously we're a little bit late. We've been having a little bit of difficulties. Um, right now it's 16 past my time, so we're just a little bit late, but it's okay. We get things going. Today we'll be talking a little bit about getting over your fears, and then we're going to go into the solo ads section and continue where Alan left off yesterday. It's going to be a fantastic training. Alan is a brilliant, trainer. He's a brilliant guy, and he does solo ads for a long time. So definitely, you don't want to miss the last part of this hangout. But before we get there, we really want to inject you with a little bit of mindset stuff because with business, you really can't sort of be successful in any business. Really, it's what I believe without the right mindset. And so part of this hangout is we really want to give you the mindset for success, right? So today we're going to talk a little bit about fear, right? And what is fear? Fear stands for false evidence appearing real, right? So all that fear stuff is the stuff that's inside of your head. You create these fears. You create these images, these visions of doubt or of pain that's not even real. That hasn't even occurred yet, right? But you just don't want to go there and face it, right? And that's what stops a lot of people from building their business or from taking massive actions or from changing their lives, really, because people just have a fear of the unknown. People just have a fear of failure, a fear of judgment. And so there's so many aspects of fear that is sort of holding people back from moving forward, from putting themselves out there and taking massive action. So what I really want to do now is just share a little bit about myself and how I've overcome some of the fears in my life and how I've gotten to where I am today, right? So my name is Tam Dang. I live in Australia. Here we own one of the largest strawberry farm here in Bundaberg. We didn't sort of come here and then have this farm. We had to work our butts off to get to where we are today. I remember times when we had to buy rotten fruits from other people, bring them home, cut off the rotten bits, pack them, and then sell them on the side road. And we did that for many years. We went from having no farm to growing 200,000 plants to 400,000 plants. And then, when we moved away from the west coast to the east coast of Australia, we bought a big paddock, and then we started to grow again. And we actually, had two of the hardest years ever, and we were actually in huge amount of debt, right? And because we were new to the town, a lot of people were like, didn't know us. They were looking down on us, laughing at us, because we came there like big shots with big money, and then we lost everything, right? But the thing was, it didn't really hurt us as much because what happened was, we just went back to doing what we used to do. That was, buying, second fruits or, waste stuff that we can bring home and sort of recreate them, turn them into a different product, and then resell them. And we did that for many years, and then we came back, and then we started to grow again, 400,000, 800,000, and now we're at 1.6 million plants per year. So, that's part of that's a little bit about my background. And one of the fear that I have, the biggest fear that I have, is actually being in front of a crowd, talking to a bunch of people. Funny enough, and here I am hosting this hangout, right? And actually, I realized this is a fear of mine that has been stopping me from building my business for a long time, right? When I first came online, I was just so terrified of sitting in front of a camera that I just didn't do anything for many, many years. And it cost me a lot of money, right? But I realized I had to overcome that fear. So I went to do whatever I could to become a better speaker, to put myself out there in front of people. So I've went to many different events, try and, to talk at those events. When the speaker asks a question, I always put my hand up. I was a part of Toastmasters for several years, just putting myself out, just speaking in front of people and overcoming my fears. And I'm so lucky now to be a part of Empower, because inside of Empower, and to be a part of this team, to be a part of Teen Tech Massive Action, and following leaders like Layla Black, Toby Layla, Lawrence Tam, Chris Record. It's been transformational for me. Inside of our group page we have right now, a video challenge that's going on, that I just thought it's so great to be a part of. And there's so many participants that have never shot a video ever that are actually taking on this 90-day challenge. And I just think it's life transforming. It depends on how you see the challenge. A lot of people still have not actually submit any videos yet. But if you see the benefit of it, you jump on and you take it, and then you run with it and you grow. And so I've done that, and here I am hosting this hangout. So I'm very, very happy with that. Now I'll stop right there. That's a little bit about myself and my fear, and what I've done to overcome it is just really come out there and tackle the fear head on. Afraid of being in front of camera, afraid of talking in front of people. Here I am talking on camera, and talking in front of a lot of people that are tuning into this page right now. So yeah, I'm excited for what it is that we have here for everyone today. And thank you for joining us. Next, I want to pass the mic on to Emily. Emily is a brilliant marketer. She's an entrepreneur. She's out there. She's making things happen. She goes to events. She reads daily. She blogs daily. She makes videos. She has a fear that she really want to share with all of you as well. And I've been with her ever since I started with Power, and I've seen her transformation. I'm so proud of her. So proud to be a friend of Emily. And I just can't wait to hear what she's going to have to share right now. So go ahead, Emily, you take over.
Thank you so much, Tam. You're totally awesome. Guys, if you haven't met Tam yet, you have to connect with him, because he is amazing. I mean, he lives in Australia, and he flies, all the way to the States to get to these events, to network with top marketers, like top world marketers, and he knows a lot of tricks and tips when it comes to marketing, guys. So, but thank you for that introduction. How I overcame my fears. Okay, I'm just gonna tell a little bit about my story. I come from a restaurant background. I threw myself in the entrepreneur world ever since I was. Ever since I was 20 years old, I believe. I dropped out in university in my second year when my mom had passed away from cancer. I couldn't concentrate in school anymore, so I threw myself in the entrepreneur world, and my first business was actually a sushi restaurant, which is still going on its 5th year now. And it's funny. I had so much courage, like when I threw myself in the entrepreneur world, I just did whatever I had to do. But it's once I start falling or I made mistakes, business mistakes, that cost me, a lot of money. For example, I opened a second restaurant during my second year of being in business, and that restaurant actually failed. And after that, I was fearful of doing anything, of throwing myself in any other business. I mean, I lost a lot of money, and I'm gonna get more into how I didn't succeed with that second business. But once again, I don't see it as not as a failure. It's kind of like a feedback, right? Once you make mistakes, financial mistake decisions, and it just becomes a feedback. If you think about it that way, you'll take the failures less harsh on yourself, but that's something I learned as I went on as an entrepreneur. But going back on points, after I lost my second restaurant, I wasn't able to step out. I wasn't able to make any other business decision. I was really scared of making a mistake again. And how I was able to come out of it, was when I thought the fear of losing, of being, of conforming, of going back to a job. That was the thought that scared me more. That I didn't want to go back to a regular job. I didn't want to go back to years of schooling so I can find myself at a corporate America. That scared me more than the fear of going on an entrepreneur journey, of throwing myself into another business. So that's how I got into online marketing. I started network marketing first, and then I found myself into online marketing. But that was a way for me to put fear into another perspective in order for me to get over myself and go on as an entrepreneur, to keep pushing forward. Because as an entrepreneur, it's not easy, guys. I think you guys would agree that it's not easy being an entrepreneur, right? It's a lot of risk. We are risk takers. We throw ourselves out there. It's all about testing and tweaking and adjusting ourselves so that we can succeed, right? And that was exactly that's how I know I'm like losing my train of thoughts here, but are you guys getting what I'm saying so far? Alan, Tam?
Definitely.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay. So just seeing if you guys are on the same page here, but that being said, getting over my fear was how I got over the fear of moving forward as an entrepreneur, was to put fear in a different perspective, and was the fear of just going back onto a job, of staying home and not making money, or providing for my sisters, my family. That was a bigger fear for me. So that's how I overcame my fear of taking action, and doing something for my life. And that's what I have to say. So, Tam, I'm going to pass it back on to you.
Awesome. That's an awesome story there. The biggest fear about is losing, something, isn't it? Like, you don't want to lose your family. In this case, you don't want to lose the business that you had. Moving forward, starting something new, moving into the unknown is the scariest thing that anyone will have to face. But that's the thing. There's a saying, if you don't let go of something old, you're not going to get something new. Right? So a lot of people tend to just hang on to what they have, the old clothes, the old shoes, and they don't buy new ones, and therefore, you end up with all these old stuff. Okay, so before we move on to Alan, we're supposed to have Andy and Joanne also on the Hangout, but we're having a bit of difficulties here. Emily, could you please shoot me the embed code? I'm having messages of people who are on our Hangout page who the person refreshed, but they can't see the live broadcast.
There you go. I sent it to you. Tam, you're kind of dark.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I've been in the sun, a little bit of the tan.
No, I mean, like, do you have light? Can you put light on your face?
I can put lights on. Hold on. Is that better? Like.
a little.
It's all right. Hold on. I'll just take 1 second to embed this, right? And I just want to make just to check on one thing. Now, when I speak, do I appear on your screen? Yeah. Or is it someone else?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
do.
because the broadcast I do. Okay, okay, good. Because the people are gonna see your what you see. Okay, so if I speak but I'm not on the big screen, then people don't see me on the big screen. All right. So in saying that, I'm gonna now. Well, I was trying to stall for a little bit. I'll stall a little bit more. Just waiting for JJ maybe so she can jump on. Uh,
Yeah. And I mean,
oh,
I can keep. Okay, Tam was actually touching about being fearful and being in front of a camera. I was, I, I tried to avoid videos, cameras for like forever, but it's by doing so that people will get to know you better and to get to know what kind of person you are, whether you're real or you're authentic. And that's what especially will make you a better marketer as well. Like Tam was saying, it's all about developing yourself into becoming a better leader, a better person. So if you're not putting yourself out there, you're kind of depriving people from knowing who you are. So it's definitely I mean, how I was able to get over it was I don't even. I honestly, I just did it. You just got to do it, and um, but it definitely helped me when I surrounded myself with people who are taking massive action, who are putting themselves in video. Because when you do surround with a community that are putting themselves out there, then you really have no choice but to keep to do the same thing, right? So Tam and Alan, they're my accountability partners who's definitely pushed me forward, to take massive action. So if there's one tip you really should get out of this is get accountability partners. Make sure that you do plug yourself with people, with a community that's going to push you forward to take massive action, and that won't leave you behind, right? I don't know if Alan, I'm pretty sure he has a lot to share about overcoming fear as well, while we're waiting for the two other people.
Sure. Well, thanks. My name is Alan Liu from Toronto, and I'm so glad to met Am and Tam, especially meeting them in live back in Chicago, and actually masterminding at the bars, late at night till till past midnight. It was just amazing meeting these amazing entrepreneurs, really making it happen, really breaking throughs. Especially seeing these two amazing people just breaking through the last few months, just really taking massive action and just doing whatever it takes to be successful. So a bit of a background, I've always been an entrepreneur. A few years ago I was working as a job, and I feel that it wasn't for me. I'm sick and tired of all the backstabbing, all the corporate shenanigans. So I pretty much kind of went out and started doing stuff on my own. And at the same time, I kind of entered into the online marketing and network marketing space. So for the past few years, I was kind of dabbling here and there, make some money, but nothing significant until last year when I was introduced to the Empower Network. The Empower Network really took me to a whole new level in terms of even, doing videos, doing this hangout. I mean, I was always so afraid just being in front of the camera, just talking and sharing, and just seeing all these other people breaking through, doing their first video for the first time. That really made me feel so amazing, because seeing all these individuals from fear, scared, to actually making it happen, doing it. And as Em said, it's all about making that decision. Tony Robbins said a quote that is really resonated with me. He said, "It is in your moment of decision that your destiny is shaped." So just making it happen, making that decision to do it will actually break through fears, because when you actually decide to do it and you take action, the momentum will take over, and before you know it, you're doing it more and more and more, and you're not even thinking about being afraid anymore. And one thing I learned from a seminar is that we're all we're all scared, we're all fear of something. So just acknowledge it. Don't run away from it, but acknowledge it and dance with it, right? So basically, what I mean by dance with it is basically acknowledge it, but say, what can I do to overcome it? So if you start thinking about how you can go about overcome it instead of running away from it, then that's when all the solution will start happening, right? Especially surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals that will actually lift you up and actually encourage you to do it, right? Like especially these two amazing individuals actually encouraged me, to take my game to to a whole new level. So I'm never, afraid or scared, by myself, because I know that there are people that are supporting me. They're seeing the vision that I have. So really just, surround yourself with amazing people, because they will lift you up and, help you conquer and break through your fear. So, that's some of my thoughts, and especially, just start, doing videos. One of the cool thing I saw is that, the 90-day challenge, that has been put on recently with the video challenge. I mean, I'm just seeing these brand new people just started put on the camera and start talking, which they've never even done a video before. Like, we were scared, but now they're just doing it day after day and after day, and it just gets better and better. And I'm just seeing, wow, I mean, that's the kind of transformation, that's the kind of breakthroughs that, they've never knew that they can actually do themselves, but now they just made it happen. So I'm just so proud of this whole big community of all these like-minded individuals just making it happen, just, doing things to really manifest their dreams and aspirations, and just taking, whatever it takes to be successful. So, Ted, back to you.
Absolutely. Now that's really awesome. You're definitely correct. You see, the reason why those people inside of our group page were able to step outside of their comfort zone and tackle their fears, and create their first videos and putting them out there, is because they have aligned themselves and surrounded themselves with about 5,000 other people who are also putting themselves out there, who are also making videos and throwing themselves out there. So you're absolutely right, Alan. You got to surround yourself with the right people, especially people who are doing exactly what you want to do, or people who are already where you want to go to. And so definitely align yourself with the right people. We're still having a little bit of, we're still waiting on the rest of the group, but what we're going to do, because I'm not really sure if they can get on, I just want to acknowledge that JJ and Alan is supposed to be on this group. We're just having a bit of tech difficulty right now. So if you were invited to this hangout by those guys, I just want to acknowledge that they were supposed to be on this panel, and they were supposed to share their story. So maybe if you don't get them on very soon, then what we're going to have to do is come back, and then you can meet them on another day. But in saying that, and Alan, what do you think about just going straight into the solo ad training right now?
Yeah, definitely. Are you guys okay with that?
Yep, definitely. Let's just go straight on it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, basically, yesterday we had a great training. We kind of left off at one point. I kind of left off the last night's hangout with a secret, a little strategy that allowed me to really take my opt-in rate to a whole new level. Do you guys want to know what that is? Show of hands.
Yeah. You'd
Awesome.
be crazy if you don't want to know it.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I'm gonna quickly switch to my screen so you guys can see what's going on. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay, just wondering if you guys see my screen right now.
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Well, yesterday I was sharing one of the resources, which is soloaddirectory.com. So I want to basically click on one of the solo ad here for a purpose. I'm going to show you how I can take my opt-in rate to a whole new level. Okay, let's say I want to actually go and advertise with this advertiser. Okay, so I'm going to click on their page. So before I place my solo ad with this vendor, as I mentioned yesterday, I want to make sure I kind of glance over to see how good this vendor is by looking at some reviews, and also asking them, actually contact them, ask them question, and ask them, hey, what kind of traffic is your list made up? Is your list made up of? What kind of country? So if they tell me that, okay, my list is made up of countries that are in the U.S., Canada, UK, like Australia, some of the English-speaking countries, then I'm okay. I'll actually start, invest. I'll actually start, showing an interest in this vendor. And I also want to ask them if this list is comprised of any buyers, okay? Because we all know buyers has actually invested money and they're super targeted. So I will also, ask them if they're comprised of any buyer lists. And the third thing I want to ask them is, if I can negotiate the pricing, okay, with this vendor. So let's just quickly take a look at this vendor here. So this vendor is charging, let's say, this package at 500 unique clicks for $345. Okay. So quickly here, okay, I want to just use some numbers. Okay. Can you guys see my screen with the numbers breakdown?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, let's assume that this is 500 clicks, okay, for $345. Okay, so right now you're looking at about 69 cents per click. Okay, that's not too bad. So let's assume that your capture page right now converts at actually this is 30%. 30%. That's an okay standard. 30% is average. Okay, if you can actually increase your opt-in rate, to even 50%, that'll be even much better. So let's assume that, with 500 clicks, you get 30% conversion rate on your capture page. That will equate you to 150 leads. Okay, so if you do happen to get 150 leads, okay, then basically you can work it out, and you know that your lead cost is $2.30 per lead. Okay, so $2 to $3 is usually the lead cost. That's not too bad. Okay, and let's assume that, for example, you only get one sale. Okay, one basic sale. Okay, 150 leads. Okay, obviously, many has to do with your conversion of your emails. So if your emails has a lot of personal stories, videos, social proof, then obviously it'll take less leads to convert into a sale. But let's assume that your conversion isn't that good, and it takes you 150 leads to get one sale. So one basic sale at $25, right? So $25. Okay. So many of the leaders, okay, keep talking about, okay, what is the customer lifetime value, right, of a lead, right? So if a person comes in at $25 and they upgrade, let's say all the way to the inner circle, the Costa Rica, the 15K formula. So that means that basically, how many? So let me ask you a question. How much do you want to spend, okay, to get, one sale that goes all the way to 15K, right? So in this case here, if I only get one sale, okay, one sale at $25, which means one person, so essentially I'm spending about $230 to acquire. Is that what it is? Right, so basically I'm spending over $200 to actually acquire that one sale at $25. But if this one lead upgrades all the way to even just the Costa Rica, with $500 and the residual of $100 and $25, then basically this is a profit. You're making a profit. So a lot of people, are afraid to do paid advertising because they're saying, okay, I don't want to invest $200 to to get one or two basic sale, that means, I'm not even breaking even. But because of how high converting the back end is for Empower, because of the high converting videos, right? Then basically this one potential basic member can essentially, if they go all in, it could be over a $5,000 commission to you. So you just have to keep asking your question. Ask yourself is, how much are you willing to spend, to get $5,000, right? So if you have that mindset, not afraid to actually spend some money to make some money, then you would be successful in paid advertising. Because a lot of people starting out, they they buy one solo ad, $100. They buy another one for another $100, and so basically they spend in total $200, right? And they only get a bunch of leads and maybe one or two sales, and they're saying, oh, this doesn't work because I'm not making any money. So if you have that kind of mentality, that kind of mindset, then I suggest you just stick with free advertising, because maybe paid advertising is not for you. Okay, but if you have that mentality that okay, let me see how much I can spend to make more money, because we know that the Empower Network has a very high converting funnel, then I'm not afraid to spend $200 to get one basic sale, because the back end will do its job, right? So that's just this little one nugget I want to throw out there. Is know your numbers. Some of the higher, some of the other leaders, can spend more money, even $500 or $1,000 to get one sale, because they know their back end conversion is much higher. So really depending on your conversion process. So as I said, to maximize conversion, you want to start personalizing with your own story, because we all know stories, fact tells, story sells, right? And one thing I really want to emphasize is that people join people, like they don't really join programs. So if you can actually, demonstrate to your prospect that you are a real person, then they're likely to kind of engage and join you. So make sure whenever you're doing paid advertising, you want to customize your email to a point that it really tells your story. It shows social proof. Like maybe right now you're not having the success right now, but you want to leverage other people, the social proof. Like right now we have so much people making money. Even a 12-year-old kid, making money. I think it was like $12,000 in the last 4 months. So he's making like $3,000, for the past, every month for the past 3 months. So if a 12-year-old kid can do it, I mean, leverage his story. Or if Christina, Munoz in Australia, who has, chronic back pain, she's making money. Okay, I think now she's doing 6 figures. So leverage her story, right? So there's so much people making money that you will just go to any of the team groups. You'll find people making money. So leverage, take a screenshot, with Jane, and just post it with the, to your list and tell the story. Tell them how, how this story help you, kind of give you a perspective that, this is real, right? So kind of, reframe, retell the story of how they made money until you start making money yourself. So always take the, little, success and kind of, broaden that, magnify that and tell your list, right? Because we all know that, your list, sees what you're doing, but they want to see success, right? They want to, see that this is real. When they come in, they can make money themselves as well. So that's a quick, fact about, a quick conversion, tactics. But as I promised, I want to show you one way to really, maximize your conversion on your capture page, to get more leads, right? So let's assume that right now we are advertising, actually, spending money on this solo ad vendor. So this guy here is Igor, okay? So what I want to do on my capture page, okay, this is a little slick, right? So I'm gonna put free videos, okay, for Igor's, his last name, subscriber, okay? Because so most likely, Igor's list already know him, okay? Because for me, they have no clue who I am. But if I can leverage his name on my capture page, which shows that I'm actually creating something as a free gift, that's to give to Igor's list, just by putting this here alone, free videos for, so this you should up to anybody. So if the vendor that you want to promote, actually advertise it is, let's say, is Tom Jones, right? So let's say free videos for Tom Jones subscribers, right? Just having this statement alone will actually maximize your conversion much higher if I were just to put free video, right? So do you guys get that? Do you guys understand how targeted this page is? When a person who is on Igor's list see this, do you think that they'll likely opt in?
Yep.
Right,
Makes sense.
versus just a generic headline. So always in marketing, always focus on actually how to target. We keep talking about targeted marketing, right? So whenever we can leverage this kind of thing, do that, right? So let's say you're promoting on Facebook, right? So why don't you even put something like that? Free videos for Facebook, Facebook entrepreneurs, right? So if people found you on Facebook, they click on your page and they see that, then it's likely that they might opt in for curiosity purpose, right? Versus just free video. So always in your marketing, always try to do this little word change to see how you can maximize and target wherever you're promoting. So hope this little tip will actually help you guys maximize your conversion in your advertising. So the next thing I want to get into is also yesterday I promised that I want to reveal to you guys one source right now that I'm using, okay, that has been getting me quite a bit of opt-ins. And this source here is actually called a rent a list, okay, rent a list. So if you take a look at the pricing, recently I purchased this campaign here. So they are reaching targeted subscribers 2,000 people, and with this they pretty much guarantee 800 click through, right? I actually get this at a lower price because they always have specials going on. So if you guys want to actually try this out and get a special, you can click on specials here. So it's rent list.com. And then you can actually, so right now they do have a 50% off special right now. So I recently just purchased a campaign. As you can see here, let me click here. Also, submit pending ads. So as you can see here, I purchased a 2,000 subscriber, which is only $45, and I'm guaranteed an 800 unique visitor. So if I click on this here, 2,000. So my targeting is basically, as you can see, the category, my demographic, which they allow you to choose from, is I actually targeted business opportunities, and the country is U.S. and Canada. So all you have to do right now is just put in the headline of your advertisement. You put in, the ad copy and the website you want to promote. Okay, and basically I can submit this ad, and then they'll, start running the ad for me. So if you guys don't know what to put in your, in your emails, pretty much I would just recommend just mirroring exactly what your landing page is. So for example, I can just easily, put, let's say, you just copy this here in my campaign and just kind of put it here and put my link actually have like right here, this email, if a person sees this and they go to a landing page and the message is congruent, so they know that, okay, so this is, your opt-in will be good too, because you don't want to say one thing here, you don't want to say, get a free report, but when they go to your landing page, they see watch this video, right? Because the message is different, right? So it's not congruent. So if you promise that there is a free report, so give them the free report in your landing page. But if here is I have a free video for them, so let them know that there is a free video, right? So my subject line could be free video on how to make $4,625.25 while so that's just a quick a quick headline and a body. I might want to tweak that more, but I mean that's basically what it takes to submit my ad. Like you guys don't want to submit a long ad. Make it short, make it long, short and sweet, right? And basically just have people see the ad, and actually I could put a call to action and say click the link below right. Boom. So I have a headline, I have a call to action, and I just throw the link right there, and boom, that's it. So I can basically just put in my link. Put in my link, and name of your website. I could just put, I can just copy this headline, and I can easily just click here and submit this this ad here. Whenever you do a solo ad, the solo ad vendor will also ask you for an email, like an email to send out. So just take my advice. Just if you guys don't want to do any crazy ad copy, that's pretty much model what your landing page, the copy of your landing page, right? Just make it simple, and that always work. So that's just one cool resources that I just shared with you guys. If you guys ever want to test this out, feel free to. Again, it's rent a list, and make sure that you subscribe to your specials so that you can get a 50% off, so you don't pay full price. Okay, so another really awesome tactic that I want to share with you guys is that, as I mentioned yesterday, if you guys go to let's say soloaddirectory.com, which is actually recommended by a lot of people, so it's likely that this whole list, let me go back to solo ad directory. So it's likely that this list here has probably been bombarded with a lot of people, a lot of Empower Network, people promoting it, right? They probably just since we have over 100,000 people in Empower Network, so it's very likely that this list it's been hit multiple times, right? So you want to start looking to see what's out there, right? So one really cool, awesome tactic I found is try to do a little bit of work and find your own places that can promote, promote emails to the list. So one cool thing is you can actually go to Google and type in "make money online," right? Make money online. So right now, let me click on this one here. Like I'm just gonna randomly click on a link, right? So click on this link here, and I want to see if this website has an opt-in form. So right here they do. So subscribe to our mailing list, right? So you see name, email. So what I want to do now is I want to actually contact this website. So it's likely that they might have a contact us form here. So right here they do contact. Okay. So right here you see a phone number and an email. So what I want to do now is I can actually email this person and say, hey, I saw, your website, Addicted to Success. It's really cool. It shows a lot of valuable content. One thing is I saw that you have your own mailing list. Are you open to running a solo ad for me? Okay. So what I'm essentially doing is I'm actually asking this person to run a solo ad for me in exchange for a fee. So I asked them. So first of all, I want to ask them, if they are open to running a solo ad, and I asked them how much would it cost, right? So just by doing that, it's likely that not much people are doing this tactic. So imagine how responsive this list is if this person actually agrees to send it out for me, right? So that's just one website, right? That's just one website, but look at how many websites are there, right? If you just look at Make Money Online, online network marketing or affiliate marketing. So I'm just gonna randomly click on another one here. Let's say here, let me go to page 3. Page 3. So I'm gonna, let's say, click on this one here, the only way to make money online.com, and see what they have here. Okay, it seems this website is a giveaway page, but they do ask for name and email. Okay, so that's good. So again, I want to see if this website has a contact form, but it seems they don't. But I'm sure you guys get my idea. It's like you want to find places, find website that actually offer, like, has an opt-in form, okay? And you approach these people and ask them, can you run a solo ad for me, okay? So it's basically like there are some work in it, but once you find that one person that agrees to it, then it's likely that their list will be much more responsive than a place that everyone already hit before. So do you guys get that? Do you guys see value in that one tip alone?
Definitely. That's
right.
Awesome stuff, Alan.
Yeah, so that's just one way of actually finding places. And another thing I want to touch on as well is that these guys here, who like when you approach them and ask them if they have a list that you promote to, it's likely that they have never actually run a solo ad before. Like, they don't know that they can actually run an ad for money. So when you offer them and say, hey, I'll pay you to send an offer out, okay, then then they might be like, wow, I can actually make money. So it's always a good idea to approach these people and see. You never know until you try it, right? Most people just go with the flow of the river, right? So basically, they just keep But if you swim on the other side and kind of go against what people are doing, then it's likely that you'll make more money, because you're not doing what everybody is doing, but you're kind of going outside the box and see, wow, what can I do to maximize my business, and not everybody is doing this, right? So those people that take the effort and invest time in their business are those that are gonna make more money. Like, if you don't want to do this, you can outsource this, right? You can outsource this to someone for $10 an hour and actually have them contact different places, and obviously it's a very tedious job, but just imagine if you find a few let's say even one place a week just to run your ad. I mean, imagine what that will do for your business, right? So now I'm going to reveal to you another awesome tactic which I learned. As I mentioned before, the best kind of leads, like the best kind of leads you ever want, are buyer leads, right? People who purchased something before. That shows they're committed. That shows that they have money and they are willing to invest in their business, right? So a cool place here is I'm going to give you guys a few links, right? So one place is called ClickBank. I'm sure most of you might be familiar with ClickBank, but ClickBank is one of the biggest information product marketplace online. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys got what I'm trying to do here, but I want to start contacting ClickBank vendors, people who are selling information product, okay, to the marketplace. So I want to approach them and say, hey, I realize that you have you're selling this ebook on how to make money online, and it's awesome. It's really good. Has must be awesome content, and I'm wondering if you're open to allowing me to promote your list in exchange for a fee, right? So because these guys here, like those the lists are buyer lists, like people who actually purchase the product. So it might be more expensive, but these buyer lists will win over the generic business opportunity leads any day of the week, because these people invested money and purchase a product. So that's just another awesome way is actually approach. So let's say here, how to start. Actually, not a good one here. Education, employment, fitness, health, hobbies. Well, you want to go into business on the online marketing sector. Okay. Self-help, sports. Okay. Yeah, I guess ClickBank kind of revamped the whole system, so it looks a little different now. Okay, so you want to basically find their marketplace. Look, I'll just Google it. ClickBank. ClickBank marketplace. Where is the marketplace? Oh, I guess you have to log in first to do it. But well, ClickBank is just one. Like another one here you can try it out is called JVZoo. JVZoo is another network that that actually you can actually like sell information product too. So I want to, let's say, click here on internet search, and I see right here is paid traffic success. So I can click on this one here, and boom, right here. You see right here, this website is selling information on how to get traffic, right? So they're selling it for $67. Okay. So what if I were to actually contact this website's, this information product owner and ask them if they're willing to do a sold ad for you? So you essentially want to buy, an email so that he or she can send out to the list, right? So JVZoo is another one, and there's also another place called ClickSure. It's spelled ClickSure. Again, get an account, and basically, you can look through category, let's say affiliate marketing, and so there's so much. There's so much people selling information product all day long. So it's not hard to just approach these people and ask them, hey, can I buy a slot in your email so you can send it out, right? So this here is project first sale, whatever this is. Click on it, and I want to take a look at their landing page, right? Okay, so as you can see here, this website, boom, off the bat, is asking for email, so I can see what's going on. I'm not sure why this website is doing. Okay, but you get the idea. So the three network is ClickBank, JVZoo, and ClickSure. Okay, so here, you want to focus on approaching, the owner and ask them to promote to their buyer list. Okay, that's basically your intention. Okay, and if you guys don't want to do it, outsource it. Okay, outsource it. But if you find just one vendor willing to do it, that's golden. That's golden. Like you'll you'll make like I've met, I'm actually start doing this right now with this three networks. Okay, I actually got a person that I paid, in the Philippines, um, which now she's actually helping me email and actually approach these kind of vendors and asking them. So I think I got one person that is interested. So I gotta con. I know it's gonna cost a little more expensive than the regular solo app places, because this list here is a buyer list. So I'm not afraid to spend money because I know that this list is going to be really responsive, because these people have purchased something from this vendor. So I think hopefully I was able to share some value with you guys. Using Google, and using some of these big networks to leverage and find awesome places that are not known out there. So you're not gonna run into other people, other empowered network affiliates running the same offer, because it's likely that that these owners have not been approached yet. So always try to think outside the box in your marketing, and just don't go to the most popular solo app places. Chances are that probably 10, 20 other affiliate already promoted their offer with that same vendor. So so you'll likely see your conversion go down. And if you're using the traditional empowered network page, then it's probably likely that the list already see the offer. They know it's empowered network. Then they're probably not gonna fill out their email. But one way to go around it is actually getting your own custom landing page, so that at least they see something different, from the other people. So always try to be different in your marketing, and that is how the big earner, the big leaders win. Don't follow the crowd, right? Be different. So hopefully I was able to share with you guys some value, and these kind of tactics will make you different and make you more money.
Definitely. Alan, show your face again. We need to see the superstar behind these tactics.
Awesome. Okay, do you guys? Let me see how I go about getting back here. Okay. Oh, there it is. Awesome. Oh, well, cool, guys. I was so happy to share some of my, what I'm doing with you guys. And right now I'm actually venturing into some of different paid advertising. So maybe in the near future, I can actually share with you guys some of my result as well.
Loved it. It was amazing.
Awesome.
Lots of value in there.
Awesome.
We'd love to see.
Yeah, and I guess guys, just take massive action. I mean, just don't watch these tactics, and think, okay, cool, this is a cool tactic, but don't do anything, right? That's not gonna make you any money. So even just start applying. If you guys haven't even run a solo ad before, I suggest even just spend $50 and actually do something and run it and see what happens, right? If you guys don't do it, and hoping that, okay, maybe I'll do it later, but we all know that tomorrow never comes, right? So just do it and see what happens to your business just by taking action.
By the way, for those who are sorry, Tam.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to say. By the way, for those who are watching, what Alan shared is a paid marketing strategy. But of course, when it comes to online marketing, there's so many other strategies as well that we will cover in other Hangouts, whether it's paid, free, and lots of other goodies. So that's what I wanted to add. For those who aren't really comfortable with paid marketing yet, we do have a lot of many other strategies that are free. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm gonna pass it back on to Tam.
Yeah.
Awesome. No, that was an awesome piece, Alan, that you've shared right there. I mean, so many golden nuggets. I'm not sure if you guys are taking notes, but I've just got heaps of notes here. I mean, you're just dropping nuggets after nuggets, especially in any advertising, you got to know your numbers, right? And, You got to know how much you're investing, what you're getting back, right? Your ROI. Otherwise, you're just throwing money away. And Alan just went right through that, and it's amazing. I just learned something new right there. I track my numbers as well, but obviously, yeah, I don't get this kind of numbers. So these are awesome. And you have so many jewels right there. I think for anyone who's out there, looking to start, with Empower, there's no reason you can't succeed right now, because we've given you so many different ways to market. I mean, when Alan was sharing a little tip about the free video, when you're sending it to a certain list, for example, he was talking about eCore, free video for eCore subscribers. I mean, that is so powerful, right? So, Alan's just put it down there, and he's given you a certain strategy that is almost guaranteed, higher conversions. And I'm definitely going to implement that. And I think a lot of people could use that and be successful. And he didn't just stop there. I mean, he went through to show you how to find, buyers list from all sorts of different places. I'm learning so much new stuff. I'm definitely going to implement all these things. We have on the panel now Andy. He's joined us, right? Andy, just for the sake of, I mean, you missed out on the solo ad bit, but what did you take at the end there? Did you get any good stuff?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we do it, and
yeah,
it's all good.
Well, I was trying not to miss the part 2, which is today. So I was on the road, and there was a horrible accident, which I don't want to get into that, and I got stuck probably 1.5 hours.
Wow.
So yeah, as soon as I get home, I jump right in, and I just just saw Alan's doing the ClickBank, ClickSure, and one of the thing I didn't notice.
JVZoo.
Yeah, JVZoo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I mean, I've been going to ClickBank, promote some stuff, and I actually asked some of the vendors to to promote my my Empower network. And then it's one of the thing I think is powerful, because when you're looking for the solo ads, the buyer list, it's more powerful than the regular one that they sell, like classified ad at the word forums and and other website. So I think if you found a buyer list, then that your golden nugget. You have to definitely keep that in a safe place, and contact them as soon as possible. So
I think one thing I want to add also is right? So just be friend with them, right? Be friend with them, and that's how you get entry into the list, right? That's just one cool nugget. So why do you think people go to internet marketing events? Not to learn, but also to network, right? You never know who you're going to run into, right? I mean, that's how I met into the amazing Tam and Andy. I know Em, previously, but that's how I ran into these two awesome, awesome entrepreneurs. There's 3 events, right? So events is definitely how you kind of network and mastermind. That's where the magic happens, really. So
I think that's powerful.
Alan, like for example, like if some of the viewers want to get a list of those links or some of your resources, would you be able to help them out if they if I tell them now go and connect with you on Facebook?
Oh yeah, definitely. For sure. Or is there a way I can actually post it somewhere here? But definitely. My Facebook is Alan Luke, ALANLUK online. So you guys can want to search for me. That's fine. But definitely, I mean, I'm
Um,
willing to search, share these resources with you guys.
right.
Just Google
We'll
Alan
definitely
look solo at ninja,
No, no,
right?
You'll probably fall on
it-
somebody else.
no. But anyways, I mean, that's
no,
just one little small tactic. I mean, I was impressed with Tam's awesome training on Facebook. And I'm sure Em will do a segment on video soon, right? And Andy's, doing his ninja tactics. So I mean, it's just this panel is just amazing. I mean, I learn stuff every day. I mean, I'm still learning from all these awesome panel here. So don't ever, like I mean, as they say, right? If you don't grow, you die, right? So just keep learning, keep reinvesting in your business, and just plug into these amazing entrepreneurs, and and finally take massive action, and then you really see that your business will make it to the next level. So
awesome. Before we wrap it up, we've gone quite far right now. Em, do you have any final thoughts?
You know what? This hangout was amazing. So many golden nuggets were dropped.
hmm
Again, if you guys still have any fear when it comes to this online business, once again, it's about plugging into the right community with the right people who will show you the way, who will show you tips and tricks like Alan, how he did. I mean, if you guys didn't get any value from that, then I don't know what to say. There was so many. I mean, it's amazing how much he shared, and it's really so that we can empower you guys to become better entrepreneurs. So stop with that fear of yours. If just make sure you click on the did Tam kind of freeze?
yeah, I think he did. So I think he
Yeah,
was saying about landing pages, right? And there's definitely there you get a lot of resources with this amazing team. So you'll never be left behind, and we'll plug you in, until you're successful.
Yep, definitely. So, that being said, we're going to end it, guys. Thanks for listening. Make sure you stay tuned for our next hangout where we'll be sharing a lot more strategies, mindset, powerful stuff that'll empower you to become a better version of yourself. So, thanks.